A scapegoat.
little bit of scapegoat.
A little bit of scapegoat. But the coach is always a scapegoat. It's like,
I mean, they did fire who was on that team?
what?
The legendary team. Not legendary, but it was a good team. And then when they lost, they just fired, bro.
Mike Budenholders?
The Suns, they fired Monty.
Oh, yeah.
They fired Monty, like,
Yeah.
bro. Devin Booker is just ass.
Mm-hmm. Why did they get rid of bro?
Monty
the Suns were good.
Monty led them boys to that finals.
They were a good team, and they just sold. That wasn't his fault. Monty Williams. And then Mike Budenholzer shouldn't have gotten fired either. Like,
yeah.
there was no reason for that. Doc Rivers deserves everything that he ever gets. And then why would the Bucks give Doc Rivers that coaching job? Like, come on.
They're going to scapegoat him again.
They're going to get rid of bro. Like, you hired him in the middle of the season.
I do hope they still let Doc Rivers, like, go along. They don't fire bro this season. I hope they don't.
Please don't get rid of that, man.
Because, like, bro, he didn't have enough time to prepare. Y'all legit didn't give bro enough time. Like,
Plus,
don't do that.
They didn't have Giannis.
Yeah, and then they got plagued by injuries. The shit happens.
Like, what'd you want him to do?
You can't make Chris Middleton turn into, like, I don't know, fucking MJ for real.
He dropped 40 that one game.
He did do his thing that one game, but then after that, what did bro do? And then, like, the final game, y'all throw Dame out there, like, he's not still injured and running on
bro didn't do anything.
An Achilles injury. Like, bro, what's going on?
They lost to the Indiana Pacers.
Like, you was better off probably not throwing Dame out there. I'm going to be real.
They was better off just selling the game in general. Just getting blown out. They was better off not going to the playoffs. As soon as Giannis went down, they was better off not even, like, attempting to
Same thing
win.
with Jimmy. Same thing
with the Heat. Well, Jimmy went down in the playing game.
That's what I'm saying. They was better off not making the playoffs if Jimmy was going to get hurt in playing game.
It's like, I mean, how could you know that? But
I'm just saying, like, it was just better because, like, now you made the playoffs, so your pick odds drop, and then you lose first round.
I feel that, like, that's so
because
weak.
Due to an injury.
That's so weak. Especially, like, if you someone like the Heat, you're a team like the Heat that we've seen that you can actually make a run, even if you're not, like, the best team. You're well coached. Eric Spoelstra's the GOAT. But, like, a season like this is so stupid.
Because, like, how Eric Spoelstra won against the Celtics without Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
like,
I saw
how did bro do that?
I saw a thing where they said that
that's straight coaching. That's straight dog talk.
They said that in that game where they beat the Celtics, the Miami hit 23 threes in that game.
Yeah.
The rest of the series, they hit 21 threes. That's why you fucking lost. I mean, that's why you lost. And then Porzingis gets injured. But, like, the Celtics, yeah. They say he's probably going to be. They say he's probably going to be out for the entirety of the next round.
I legit was not watching the Miami versus Celtics just because I was like, bro,
I was on it.
There was no Jimmy. Like, I just knew that these niggas is getting blown out the water. Like, why am I watching this?
Don't re-sign Jimmy. Jimmy Butler's my favorite player, but don't re-sign Jimmy. It's like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Him and Embiid are the same.
Interesting.
They're regular. Well, Jimmy's not even a regular season player. He's a playoff player.
Yeah.
But sometimes when Jimmy gets to the playoff, excluding the bubble season and the season where they went against the Nuggets,
he sold that 1 year, completely sold.
Yeah.
Against who was it? Was it the Bucks that they sold again?
It was the Bucks. They lost to the Bucks. They got dropped by the Bucks. But excluding the bubble season and the season where they went against the Nuggets, that man Jimmy has disappeared, and then either disappeared or got injured, and then you don't do anything during the regular season, so it's not like they'll ever get the 1 seed. Like, there will never be anything more than a glorified 10th seed that happens to make the play-in game and just, like, do some crazy heroics. But, like, if you ever get to the finals again, you're not winning. They're not beating anybody in the West. Like, come on. The Heat's never beating anybody in the West.
That's true.
So like, why even go
They're
for
not
Jimmy?
even a good structure. It's like, bro, you gotta have some other firepower. You have to have some regular season firepower.
Terry Rozier. Scary Terry.
Scary Terry.
Scary Terry. He gonna come in. He gonna come with his tattoos looking like YG.
And bro be rapping now. He gonna come spit some on the court.
Him and Dame gonna have a diss. They gonna be dropping diss tracks. Man, Lonzo Ball. Shout out Lonzo.
Shout out Lonzo, bro. He need to come back. The league misses you, Lonzo.
Speaking of Joel Embiid, like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. In my personal opinion, they should trade Joel Embiid and just make it Tyrese Maxey's team.
What? You think they should rebuild around Tyrese Maxey, bro? That man Tyrese Maxey is a number 2 star, bro. I don't feel like he's like a Jalen Brunson.
Joel Embiid is a number 1 star. Like, he's a star player, but he's he's Anthony Davis. Like, they're the same player.
It's because he be doing it to himself. AD don't do it to himself.
He just get injured.
Embiid do it to himself. There's getting injured. That's being injury prone and injuring yourself. AD is just injury prone. Embiid do it to himself the way he be throwing his body around.
I mean, he be dealing with some other shit. Like the palsy shit, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that junk came out of nowhere.
That's crazy. But, like, come on. And Kawhi. AD, Kawhi, Embiid, and Jimmy are all on the same tier of player. Like, great players that can really carry a team, but cannot stay on the fucking court. Who?
I said in the playoffs.
And cannot stay on the court. Cannot stay on the court. Like, okay, if Kawhi is out for the season, no one cares.
The only like reason you could kind of Embiid is a regular season player. He's not no playoff.
He's definitely
player.
a regular season player.
That's the only thing that he don't have in ties with Kawhi and
Jimmy and Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis was going crazy in the playoffs.
Nah, Anthony Davis be cooking. I don't think AD had a bad game. I mean, he used to be getting cooked on defense by Jokic, but that's Jokic.
It's Jokic.
That's Jokic. Like, I ain't want to believe it, but Jokic is him. He gets to that paint, boom.
That's the funny thing about Jokic, too. Jokic is Embiid, Anthony Davis, Kawhi, and Jimmy if they were healthy. If they would remain healthy. That's Jokic.
I mean, he's also just more of a consistent, like, scorer, and just in general.
But I'm saying,
more consistent.
Like, at least he's there for his team. Like, imagine Jokic was injured every time they got to the playoffs.
Nah, facts.
What are they doing?
It'd be over.
The Nuggets aren't doing anything. The Nuggets aren't going nowhere.
Jamal Murray, MPJ, and Aaron Gordon is not carrying you to past the first round. They're not doing that. They're not carrying you past the first round without Jokic.
Jamal Murray.
Jokic is their system, but Jamal Murray is the X factor. I will say that.
He's like a Tyrese Maxey.
He's a Tyrese Maxey.
He's like a better Tyrese Maxey.
You can't just rebuild around Jamal Murray, though.
You can rebuild around Tyrese Maxey.
You think you could? I don't think it's possible.
Turn him into Jalen Brunson.
Turn him into Jalen Brunson. They was battling out there. Him and Jalen Brunson, they was battling. Tyrese Maxey need to get more like meat on his bones, bro. Paul.
The